Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever edition of the Global Wrestling Alliance's weekly updates. I am your brand new host, the MSW World YouTube Champion, the Crimson Prince, Michael Austin Hammerstien. Now we are just off the heels of Starrcade 2011, celebrating a decade where we hit 10 years of Mid-South Wrestling. We saw a great show packed with awesome matches, some truly awesome stars, and the return of the clinic for the second time in 2 months. Let's kick it off with the pre-show. The pre-show featured a battle royal featuring everybody on the Mid-South Wrestling roster, where the winner would advance to the MSW annual Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match for the MSW World YouTube Championship. And in that match, it came down to a clinic and yours truly, me, where in the end I kicked him in the gut, betrayed him, did exactly what he taught me, whatever it takes to win, tossed him over the top rope, and advanced into the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match for the MSW World YouTube title. Also in that match, we saw a tag team match. Judas and Mr. X taking on Bonko and X in a tag team Master Mania match, where in this match, X and Bonko came out victorious after X hit a chokeslam on Mr. X. However, before that match, Judas pushed the nephews of GWA President Lawrence Alfred, which provoked the chairman to assault Judas and every other masked superstar after the match. Well, Starrcade kicked off the way it should have. The way it should have happened last year. Aussie Lions faced the Clinic in a truly great match, where in the end, Aussie Lions beat the Clinic by making them submit to Lion Tamer, selling a 1-year match with a trail of broken blood and badness behind it. We continued on with Starrcade with the annual MSW World YouTube Championship Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match, where I faced Lil Ace, Aussie Lions, and the MSW General Manager Jet in a fatal 4-way Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match for the MSW YouTube title, where, as you can see, I came out victorious as the YouTube Champion and won that match. That was truly a brutal match. I got a little banged up, a little cut right there on my elbow, but still, great match. I beat 3 extremists at their own game and came out victorious as the new champion. Still a great match. We continued on with another match of mine with this is the first ever for MSW, the first ever gay versus gay lumberjack match at Starrcade, where I went one-on-one with Sir Buffkins, and I kicked his ass and showed him that that is not what gay wrestlers does, trying to get your head on penises is not what we do here in the GWA. We put our sexual preferences aside and we get business done, like I did at Starrcade. Well, Sir Buffkins will never be heard from again because he has been released by GWA permanently this time. We also saw Drake Carnage go one-on-one with one half of the Phenomenal Angels, the Kid, where in the end, that was a truly great match. Drake Carnage put up a valiant effort, but the Kid's wrestling background was just a little bit too much for Drake Carnage to handle. Where in the end, he passed out, didn't submit, showed his valiancy, and did not submit to the Kid's triangle choke. He passed out, showing that he did not submit. That was a great showing by Drake Carnage. Mad love to the boy, but the Kid was just a little bit too much, so the Kid came out with the victory. Then we went on with the show. We had the most anticipated match of basically 2011. The Phenomenal Angels returning again to face Drake Carnage and the Advocate, BLH, for the MSW World Tag Team Championship with Lawrence Alfred himself at ringside. This match was truly great. Lawrence favored both teams in this match as they went back and forth, haymaker for haymaker, move for move. What we saw in the end, not only did BLH retain the MSW Tag Team titles, but they broke the Phenomenal Angels' phenomenal Starrcade unbeaten streak. Truly awesome match. Match of the year candidate if the board will let it. We went on with that. Lawrence Alfred fought valiantly and took on his protege, the Advocate. See, that match leaves me speechless because that was like watching Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, a backyard version of that match. Lawrence and Advocate went back and forth in that match, where in the end, the Advocate was almost had the victory on Lawrence, but Lawrence sneaked in a schoolboy roll-up and pinned the Advocate. You see, fans, that match was so great, I'm actually speechless. I'm losing my breath trying to even comprehend how good it was. But that match, wow, truly, truly great. Wow. And we also saw an MSW World title match as we saw BK face Eternal Darkness. Now the powerful Eternal Darkness won that championship from Derek Knight a little earlier in 2011. He was not about to let it go without a fight. And BK, your breakout star of 2011, put up a valiant effort. Very great, but the power of Eternal Darkness was a little bit too much for him to take or handle, as Darkness hit the Darkness Falls on BK and retained his MSW World Heavyweight Championship. And wow, the GWA Championship match finally came to a head to headline the show. Lil Ace going one-on-one with Derek Knight. Now, Lil Ace has not had a GWA Championship rematch in two years. He finally got his one-on-one match with Derek Knight. This match, Lil Ace was a split second away from being the GWA champion, but Derek Knight pulled out the win in the end and walked out of Starrcade as the Global Wrestling Alliance's World Backyard Wrestling Champion as he stepped in. Now, Starrcade was truly enough show. Well, it was also my birthday where I went 3-0 at Starrcade. I won the Battle Royal on the pre-show. I beat Sir Buffkins, and I won the TLC title. The TLC title match. But still, with Starrcade behind us, fans, we are heading to GWA's first show of 2012. Inaugural Brawl 2012. Where we will see every single championship of the UWA, MSW, and the Global Wrestling Alliance's World Backyard Wrestling Championship on the line. And we will see not one, but two Money in the Bank matches at this show for the GWA World Backyard Wrestling Championship and the MSW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, there's a little twist on this match. The same rules apply as WWE, but without the ladders. The winner of these matches will get either a GWA title match or an MSW World title match anytime between Inaugural Brawl 2012 and Inaugural Brawl 2013. But here's a little catch. The GWA Money in the Bank match will be a pinfall to the finish Battle Royal, where the winner must be determined by the last man standing in the match. The MSW World Money in the Bank Championship match will be an over-the-top rope Battle Royal. Also, last man standing will get the match. Ladies and gentlemen, the Inaugural Brawl is upon us, and your main event of that show will be indeed a GWA World Backyard Wrestling Championship match as Derek Knight defends against Drake Carnage. The reason this match is happening is because at Starrcade 2011, celebrating a decade, Drake Carnage did indeed pin the GWA champion Derek Knight to gain the victory for BLH in their tag team championship match at Starrcade, which led to the GWA management giving Drake Carnes the #1 contendership at Inagrual Brawl. Also at this show, we'll see Lawrence Alfred make a statement about what happened at Starrcade. The controversy in GWA has been handled, as you saw at Starrcade, the walk-in clinic that featured Lawrence and Jet. The controversy in GWA has been extinguished. We look forward to a new year bringing you people, the fans, the GWA Galaxy, the MSW Universe, and the GWA and UWA Universes will see new shows, new talents, and new title matches featuring new champions like myself. Well, what's going to happen in Inagrual Brawl? The only way to see it is to experience it live from the Drakapalooza Arena on January 15th, 2012 as Global Wrestling Alliance, Mid-South Wrestling, and the Ultimate Wrestling Alternative bring you GWA Inagrual Brawl 2012, the first show to kick off 2012. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've held up enough of your time, and I did pretty well for my first update, don't you think? I am your Crimson Prince, your MSW World YouTube Champion. I will see you next week on the GWA Weekly Update.